2, 3.
And I make 4.
My name is James Martin. This is going to be my informative speech. Today I'll be doing my informative speech on the breed of dog known as the German Shepherd. I'll be giving information about it and little tips for upkeep and care. The German Shepherd, according to Bruce Fogel, the New Encyclopedia of the Dog, was the parent breed was around 1899 in Germany, and then the Army took over, kind of helped progress the speed of breeding the dogs that had used them in military functions like guarding hostages and other military police duties. Well, about the time of World War I, maybe World War II, American soldiers saw this and they brought the dog back over to America, and that's how they got to America now. Basically, they still use the same purposes today. You know, police dogs, you still see them used by military. And then they're also make great seeing eye dogs because they're fast learners and they love working with people. They love having a purpose. Then there's different kind of German Shepherd breeds. According to Kudajima and the legacy of the dog, there's the black long-haired, the sable long-haired, which is more of a dark brown, maybe kind of a reddish color. There's the black and tan short-haired, which is the most popular and most common known. And then there's the white short-haired, which isn't accepted by the AKC, but it's still considered a popular breed of dog. And then also visually today, I'll be using my own dog, Indy. She's a German Shepherd. Indy, come here. She is 3 years old, purebred. And you can tell the characteristics of a German Shepherd. You can tell by their ears, they usually stand up. And then you can tell by the snout. The snout's short and narrow with a kind of a pointy skull. So you can tell this is a black and tan breed. Most recognizable, you'll see them in movies a lot, and like Rin Tin Tin, most popular coloring. Then you can also tell by the hind legs because they kind of come together in the back, kind of give them more of a short stance, look like they're getting ready to pounce look. And then when they're relaxing, you can tell their tail is usually kept, look like it's tucked, but kind of curves. Usually they do that when they're at attention or kind of studying something. She's about normal size. The dogs usually range anywhere from 52 pounds to 90, according to the Legacy of the Dog book, and they get anywhere from 24 to 26 inches tall. She's about 72 pounds, so she's about the right height and weight. Come on, go lay down. Pros and cons of the breed. They are known to have arthritis and eye disease, and also a thing called hip dysplasia in the heavier breeds, or heavier size of the dog. Hip dysplasia is when the hips kind of lose connection with each other, and bones stop touching. It could cause a lot of pain when walking, and if it's left untreated, it can lead to the dog not being able to walk. Now, it can be caught early enough. If you take the dog in there about 1 year old, the vet can see it and you get early treatment on it. And then, according to Jim Humphreys, the animal clinic for dogs, you have to take them in there, of course, once a year to get rabies and influenza shots and distemperament shots. Like I said, those once a year. Prices may vary depending on what vets you take them to. They can be aggressive towards other dogs if they're not socialized at a young age. That's where we kind of messed up with Indy. She doesn't like other dogs. And they can also be considered timid, again, if not properly trained or taken to obedience. The pros of the dog are they're a smart breed, they're easily trained, and they work well with other people. They like working with people. They're good with kids, because Indy loves my little nephew, grew up with him, and she'll kind of hurt him if he goes somewhere where she doesn't think he should be. She'll kind of hurt him, like back in the living room or whatever. And that was my speech. I hope you learn a little bit more about the German Shepherd. They're a good dog. I mean, they're not for everybody. So If you have any more questions, you can look it up in the 3 books I referenced, or you can call local trainers or kennels or vets, and they can give you good ideas on how to take care of the dog. Thank you very much.